Hello and welcome to this tutorial on Louis Althusser's um, structural Marxism. Louis Althusser, a prominent 20th century Marxist thinker, and his theory of structural Marxism is a wonderful approach. And by the end of this session, you will gain insights into Althusser's ideas about ideology, the state, and how these concepts underpin capitalist society. So now let's begin. Structural Marxism emerged in the 1960s in France as a response to early interpretations of Marxism. Althusser rejected the humanist and historicist approaches of neo-Marxists, advocating instead for a scientific analysis of objective structures. For Althusser, Marxism wasn't just a theory of class struggles, but a scientific framework to understand how societal structures reproduce themselves. Louis Pierre Althusser, born in 1918, was a key intellectual in the French Communist Party and a leading academic figure. Influenced by structuralism and figures like Levi-Strauss, Althusser sought to reinterpret Marx's works. He argued that Marx underwent an epistemological break. Early Marx was influenced by Hegel and focused on humanism, while later Marx, especially in Capital, developed a scientific and structural approach. Althusser believed that the later works held the true essence of Marxism, focusing materialist structures over individual agency. One of the pivotal contributions of Althusser was her structural model of society, comprising the economic base and superstructure. The base includes modes of production and means of production. The superstructure, on the other hand, consists of political, legal, and ideological systems. Althusser argued that the superstructure is not merely a reflection of the base, but plays a very active role in reproducing the conditions of capitalism. For instance, institutions like the legal system ensures the dominance of the ruling class by regulating labor and suppressing dissent. Now, we need to understand the very important top, um, contribution of Althusser, that is ideological and repressive state apparatuses. Althusser introduced two critical mechanisms through which the state maintains its control. So one is repressive state apparatus, or it is also known as RSA. These are actually coercive institutions like the police, military, and judiciary. They use force to maintain order. They suppress protests and manage dissent. Whereas ideological state apparatuses, or ISA, are the institutions that shape ideology and belief systems, such as schools, media, and church. In pre capitalist societies, the church was dominant. Today, the educational system plays a key role in creating such compliant workforce for capitalism. So, Althusser also spoke about ideology. It's a very important aspect in forming the subjects. For Althusser, ideology is central to subject formation. He famously said, all ideology has the function of constituting concrete individuals as subjects. What does this mean? Ideology assign individuals specific roles such as workers, administrators, or consumers that are necessary for capitalism to function. However, people are often unaware of their role within the system, seeing their position as natural rather than socially constructed. Now, critiques of Althusser. While Althusser's work was groundbreaking, it faced significant criticism. British historian E.P. Thompson, in his essay, The Poverty of Theory, argued that Althusser's ideas were overly abstract and disconnected from the real life struggles. Critics also found that Althusser's vision was too deterministic, leaving little room for human agency or freedom or creativity. Additionally, by the 1980s, scholars like Gramsci, Foucault, and Bourdieu replaced Althusser as a leading voices of the power and ideology. So, despite these critiques, Althusser's structural Marxism offers a vital framework for understanding how institutions reproduce social order. His ideas on ISA and RSA continue to be, some of the founding stones for the development of further neo-Marxian theorists. So, especially other sociological and cultural theories. Whether you agree with his deterministic view or not, Althusser challenges us to critically analyze how power operates within the structures of society. So these are the references I have, sources I have referred to. And in conclusion, we can say that Louis Althusser provided a highly nuanced understanding of how ideology and state apparatuses sustain capitalism. By examining his theory of this ideological state apparatus and repressive state apparatus, we can get valuable analytical tool to understand or critically engage with the system that shape our socio-cultural and economic lives. So thank you for joining this tutorial. See you next time.